Hello everyone and welcome back. I've recently watched Jeff Delaney's video, who is the person behind Fireship.io, on the ultimate web dev setup. Basically, he goes over how great WSL is and how to set it up, but I would strongly recommend you go watch that video yourself. But why am I telling you this? Well, of course I know WSL, and especially WSL2, is great, but there is one bug that just absolutely kills it for me. Let me explain. So every time I use some kind of bandwidth within the WSL VM, my internet on the host machine crashes pretty much instantly. I then have to restart and everything works again. There are issues on GitHub about this, but I do not have much hope that this is getting fixed in the near future. But that shouldn't be the focus for this video. I instead want to tell you what solution I have come up with, which pretty much replaces the need for WSL completely, at least for me. Oh, and by the way, maybe consider subscribing and liking to help me making more videos just like this one. The main reason I wanted WSL was because of the Linux terminal. Things like the ls command are just burnt into my muscle memory, and commands like the dir command for the Windows command line just don't work for me. But there were some very smart people who came up with a great solution to let us run Linux commands on Windows and also customize our terminal to a huge extent. It's called Cmder. So let's go ahead and set up Cmder with the Windows Terminal and VSCode. First we have to get our hands on the Windows Terminal, which you can just download from the Microsoft Store. You also have to download the latest version of Cmder, and I will recommend the full version because it just makes your life a lot easier. Then extract the contents of the downloaded zip file into a directory that does not require administrator privileges or contains spaces. I personally use the C users, then your username, app data, roaming, and then Cmder folder. Also add that path you extracted Cmder into a environment variable called Cmder root. You also need another environment variable called conemu_dir, which points to the vendor conemu maximus 5 folder. For me, this would be C users, my username, app data, roaming, Cmder, then /vendor, and then /conemu maximus 5. To test if the variables are working, press the Windows key plus R and type %cmder_root% or %conemu_dir%, and after pressing enter, the folder should open in a new Explorer window. If not, restart your computer and try it again. We also need to quickly configure Cmder. Open it up by executing the commander.exe in Cmder root. Then go to Settings, Startup, Environment, and add chcp utf8 to a new line in the text area. This is Cmder basically set up, and you could stop here, but we want to go a step further. Open up the newly installed Windows terminal and open up the settings file. By the way, open this settings file in a text editor like VS Code makes life so much easier because of the nice JSON formatting. First, we have to create a new profile for Cmder, which will need a new GUID. PowerShell has a handy command for that. Just run new-GUID and copy the number character mess. Back in the settings JSON file, copy-paste this chunk of code inside the list array and replace the GUID value with the one you just copied from PowerShell. Also paste that value in the default profile property towards the top of the file. I won't go over all of the values because they're pretty well documented by Microsoft on their docs. I will link them in the video description. Now your settings file should look similar to this. For the VS Code integration, just paste this into VS Code's settings.json file, and now you should have Cmder in VS Code. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below, and I will try my best to help you. And till then, see you next time.